Welcome, welcome, good people. I want to good morning to those out here in America and those outside of America. Let's talk about it. Because this is, I guess, what people want to talk about early in the morning. Joe Budden and Mal. What's up, Christian? Too bad you might have missed the live stream that happened yesterday on the Justice League. Sorry about that. Remember, if any of you guys are not getting your notifications and you have selected all and you haven't been getting your notifications sent to you, definitely let me know. Put it in the comment section. If I'm not showing up in your suggested timeline, let me know in the comment section so we can fix that. I can let them know. We don't have to hear the BS that they are trying to do it and been doing it. Now, let's get to why we're here. There are a hip-hop duo who goes by the name of Rory and Mal. They work right alongside Joe Budden. On the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah, we're just giving people time to get in here because I got to manually send things out in order for them to get here because they're not sending out my video on any other search engines, which makes no damn sense whatsoever. But this is what happens when LeBron James and his team get involved and try to sabotage your account. You know, he's at home with nothing to do. I'll talk about the Lakers later. But right now, Rory and Mal are missing. They won on the last episode. What is going on? The whole world is freaking out over Rory and Mal. You believe that? Rory and Mal. I'm like, Rory would be very happy to see his name probably trending. Well, definitely Mal. People was like, Sino, what's up with Rory and Mal? I was like, really? This is the trending topic today that you guys want to talk about? Rory and Mal? All right, fine. So Joe Budden did the show by himself. It was just Joe. And working together with others, whether it's a podcast or not a podcast. Oh my God. Y'all comments are hilarious. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's better without the light. Sometimes light can complicate things, or they highlight things that are in the dark. The blackout. Now, let's take a look at some things. There it is. Bang. There we go. Now we're back. See? They highlight things that are not there and they bring things back. Now, let's talk about Joe Budden and Rory and Mal. When you have a team doing a podcast, there are problems. There are going to be issues. There's going to be money issues. There's going to be all these type of things that's going to rear their heads. You're going to have fights. You're going to have people leave the show. You're going to have people come in and do the show. Whoever's name is on the show, by it being the Joe Budden podcast, if you've seen the Joe Budden podcast, right? This is not about a contract dispute. This could be guys who are actually on vacation. I'm seriously, have you guys ever considered they had the day off? They might be scheduled for a vacation. Have you ever thought about that? Just asking. Have anyone ever put words together to say, you know what? Maybe they're on vacation. I'm making what up on the scene? What would I be making up? Rory and Mal are trending on Twitter because they didn't do the show. How am I making that up? It's what actually effing happened. You asked me, what did I think about that? A lot of you did. So here's the video telling you what I think about it. What is there to make up? Sometimes I think people just talk. They just type. They don't even think anymore. They just type words. It's a shame. Now, Getting back to the gist of things, Joe Budden and his podcast have had outside influence of people who want to be in their position, who wish they had that type of platform, who wish they had that type of spotlight. So they do anything they can to try to sabotage that, only for the main purpose of trying to destroy it. That's their purpose. No, I should not. One, I don't have time for a podcast. I wish I did. I'm too busy for it. You know, they could start their own podcast if they wanted to. That's the beauty of it, you know. Use the platform to make yourself bigger. Now, I had the idea of doing a podcast with my boy T when we was doing the Real Brothers show. And we were doing the Real Brothers here on Carcino for Life. And that didn't bring in any money, but already you could see that there was problems. Why would Rory be interested in his own podcast? If Rory and Mal did a podcast show by themselves, you know how it would be? It would be like this. Welcome to the Rory and Mal show, where we you would be asleep in 10 seconds. They're complementary to the talent. Joe Budden is the talent. I mean, my thing is this, and I'm gonna let you guys in on a little something. I've had a conversation for about a half an hour with Dom is live. Me and Dom had a conversation. And my conversation with him was, what the hell are you doing? And I'm hearing through the grapevine that you are cool with academics again, which I already knew that. But you rolling around with the snitch? You and him are buddy-buddy? In case you guys didn't know, those two had a problem before all the stitching info came out. So he didn't like 6ix9ine either. Now they all buddy-buddy again. And you can always tell when someone's buddy-buddy with somebody, or they change, they energy change when you mention something. Now, academics has been trying to plot to get some type of angle to come in, because why he's doing what he's doing, he ain't making that big money like he used to. That contract's finna dry up, and you're gonna need some replacement for that dough. Let's get Rory and Mal removed. If I get Rory and Mal out the way, I can have Joe all to myself. I don't have to watch his pockets. I just know when a man loses a job that was paying him substantial amount of money, that is a gap. You think he ain't gonna miss that money? You think he ain't missing that money? Then use a fool. No, Joe don't need AK or Nadeska. Nadeska and AK need Joe. No Joe, no show. Academics had his own show that he stole from Joe, and he ran it into the ground. Why? Because he's not the talent. He's a sidekick. Sideshow Bob is not Krusty the Clown. If you believe Academics Twitch contract is better than Complex contract, then go ahead. Believe it. It does not make sense. It makes sense to them because that's why he's kissing back up to Joe Budden. See, Atkins got to do the little rat thing. Believe me, if they didn't need him, they wouldn't do it. You say he makes more on Twitch. Okay, you add this together. You being on Twitch, right? Doing whatever videos you do. Twitch pays you some money to do it. And he's saying that his contract that he had at Complex, where he was the host of the show, and he couldn't get it done. He was the host, but couldn't get the show off the ground. Oh no, it's canceled. Everyday struggle is everyday dead. No, Ack would make a little bit more than 5K a month if he was on Twitch. He would make more than that. But he's not getting that big money like he used to. He's getting for him, for you guys, it's a lot of money. Okay? For you guys, it's a lot of money. Academics made his money mostly promoting up and coming rappers. They would pay him money so they'd be on his platform. So he'll get a little $2,500 here, $1,500 there. Let me explain to you how that works, okay? So Academics has this system where they go to these fake hits, fake bots, until they try to use them for real, actual traffic. And that's what got them busted with 6ix9ine. Okay? They brought that snitch and tried to make that snitch the #1 rapper in the world. Like people cared. So they start using all of their little fake bots and all their little fake hits that they get on YouTube and tried to use that for actual Billboard traffic. Academics even had a song, I charted on Billboard. So Billboard said, okay, enough of this hit. Let's take away all these fake hits and see where people are. Then you start seeing Snitch 9 album sales is in the toilet when it came down to it because no one cares. How did me and that guy start it? Well, when you try to come after my page, you on my list. And you sign your name on that death certificate, go on ahead. Because as long as I'm breathing, you gonna have a problem. And that's just it. He crossed the line that you don't supposed to cross. And once he crossed that street, and you want to stay arrogant all you want, that's cool. Because you will never outlast me. If I wanted, let's say I wanted academics gone, right? Like out of the business. Let's say I wanted him out of the business and I wanted to put him out. I could easily do that. It could easily be done. If I wanted to put all my attention into destroying him, then it would be done. And I mean like through the internet. What would it take for us to settle this beef? I mean, I know the people that know him and talk and deal with him. Oh no, dude. Whoever AJD is, you just have you're not aware. Okay? I could end that guy on the internet real easy if I wanted to. All I have to do, and I'll tell you, all I have to do is say yes. That's it. And it's done. If I said yes to everything that was offered to me, he's done. He would have to go up against me and compete against me. A kid like that against me, who knows nothing about hip hop, that guy going against me competing? No. Mm-mm. See, I would have had all the state of the art tech stuff because someone else would have been doing it. I would have teamed up with the other teams that want to push me and put me all on this platform to do all this stuff. I was offered all this stuff. I turned it down. I turned it down because I don't want to give up control. I'd rather have control than someone else controlling me. You're not going to tell me so and so can do this and so can do that. Why do you think Joe Budden copied my damn Patreon? Because everybody else's brains was slow. He figured it out. He said this guy Carcino is ahead of the game. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the Joe Budden podcast over to Patreon. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to make my tiers just like this Carcino guy. He copied my tiers. My tiers are custom made. That's not the industry's tier. I created that because I knew my worth. That's why on the Patreon, you get such great content. Definitely from me. Eric, that's because you're thinking. Stop thinking, Eric. It's dangerous. Who's the worst basketball player after LeBron? I would say Tristan. No, Tristan Kardashian is definitely worse than LeBron. LeBron is better than him. I can definitely say that. He should be out the league tomorrow. The Celtics want to get rid of him so bad. They trying to send him just home, period. Like, who wants this guy? They be like, the Lakers, y'all want him? Take him. Of course you feel like, it's pure hate. Why would I hate that guy? Why do you feel like it's pure hate? Hmm? Let's look at a guy like that. He's a guy that promotes a guy, right? He takes all the rappers that are up and coming who want to shine and be on the platform, who really don't know how the business work. They get their managers to pay him all kind of money, and he tries to promote them and push them out, whether it's Bluetooth and all this, and try to get traffic going their way. What's up, man? Well, we already knew NBA YoungBoy was gonna go down eventually. Leland Paul, I ain't seen you in so long, man. Jeez, what's up? Welcome back. AK right now was claiming he was cool with Vaughn, right? He was cool with Vaughn people, love Vaughn and all this stuff. Meanwhile, the person that he promotes, 6ix9ine, who's his best friend and all this other stuff, is up there sending pictures of him on the autopsy table to his girlfriend, to King Von's, baby mother and girlfriend. He's sending that stuff like that in the chat. Not only did he distance himself from 6ix9ine, he's still with 6ix9ine and promoting him. Then Quando Rondo, now you back trying to be cool with Quando Rondo after the whole time when Vaughn was alive, you weren't really dealing with Quando Rondo, trying to start a little beef and all that stuff and fake stuff. Now that Vaughn ain't here, you're trying to creep on over to Quando Rondo side. I can't deal with a person like that. And the fact that you get jiggy with a person like that shows the type of person you are. Well, if you ain't cool with somebody dissing somebody, then why are you with somebody? You see what I'm saying? If you around somebody and you saying you ain't cool with what they did, that's called playing both sides of the fence. You distance yourself from that. You saying, look, I ain't cool with none of that, dog. I'm gonna have to distance myself from you. But he can't do that because he knows this is where he's making his money. So he's saying, nah, I gotta stay here. But I'm cool with y'all too. Nah, you ain't. You ain't with us. You never was. You see what I'm saying? He's playing both sides of the fence and he's playing a dangerous game with people who are really losing lives out here. Academics played a part in about 5 to 6 people being murdered here in Chicago. If you want to know about what that happened and all of that, go to the Patreon. Go to the Carsino for Life Patreon and go in there. We also have on there today, what everybody else saw, we got evidence of all of it. So in case he wants to, I'm telling you, we got some on the Patreon that said Biggie sealed his own fate. That's on the Patreon. So if you're in the Patreon VIP, you already know what's there. Now, getting back to Joe and his group and everything else, Rory and Mal sit out. They probably going on vacation or had the day off. That's just it. That's all I see it as. Why would they leave the show when they're under contract to get paid? Now, if Joe want to leave the show or go in another direction of the show, okay, it could. But my thing is, Rory and Mal are more better than Nadeska and Academics. If you're going to put Nadeska is a horrible moderator. Horrible. Hit the like button too, good people. No, what Academics did was go in there and highlight people who weren't savages and give them nicknames and make them big on the internet and as fake names and everything and blowing them up. And then that person in the city think they done something. Yeah, look, I got recognized. Then they go outside. Yeah, that's me. You showed me on Academics channel. Yeah, they call me the OG. Yeah, I'm like he said, I'm running the block. Pow! He wasn't running the block. He never was. And the people that was running the block said, oh, he must be coming up. Let's see what we got. Who else Academics say is coming up? Oh, that guy? Where he live, Academics? Oh, he's running that block? I don't think so. That was easy. He didn't even have nobody with him. This is the type of nonsense and recklessness he was doing with the war of Chirac. He caused at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I know. And other people in Chicago know. And you think they didn't forgot about him and forgot about that? Just again, they haven't. Yeah, but this was back then when they were losing their lives 5, 6 years ago. He had no idea what he was doing. Then when people tried to tell him about it, he still didn't make the changes. He still brain don't get it until it's right there in his face. And when Vince Mensa was sitting right next to him, then he all of a sudden like it's an epiphany. No, stupid. You should have been done something. Should have been knew that this was going to happen one day. And you're lucky you got that because nobody in the city is going to talk to you. Joe has tried to tell him. Everybody's trying to tell him, like, dude, what is wrong with you? And see, only an idiot like Patrick Smith in the comment section who would say something like that just so he can get known. Patrick Smith, ladies and gentlemen, who heard everything we just said and just said, I'm a jealous hater. Did you hear anything that just happened? Patrick Smith. How would that be me hating on somebody? Did you just hear anything we just stated? Dude, if I wanted to be on that platform, I would have been. Rory and Mal is a better fit for the show than if you put Academics and Nadeska there. Academics and Nadeska bring nothing to the show. Okay, what made Everyday Struggle work was the fact that Joe is the talent. These are the counterparts of the show. Nadeska's there for levity. She's to make the show light. Joe is the son and to come down on Academics who don't know a damn thing. He's the millennial who don't know anything. He's been in his mama basement, but thinks he do and can report on hip hop. And he'll say something stupid, and Joe goes, "You don't know a damn thing. That's not how it works, act. And people tuned in for it because now you have a structuring system. Okay? You have a structuring system. Joe could not talk that way to me because I know hip hop. So Joe wouldn't get away with that. Nadeska, she don't know what the hell she's doing. That's why she was chosen. They didn't choose, Complex didn't choose her. Joe did. Joe was like, I want her. Because he knows she's light on, she's nice on the eyes. So some people think she's a little cute girl. She's on there and she just has a good heart and she can read the teleprompter. But to moderate, no, they probably had other people in there who were moderating and actually doing the job. And Joe was like, I don't need someone who does that. You don't try to stop me. Joe want to run the show. He want to be the moderator, the host. He's the talent. That's why the show was successful. When it first started out, it was successful because you had Joe, who would son act and everything else. But the show didn't pick up until the Migos situation. After the Migos situation, that's when it went to another plight. AK is a weirdo. Well, if you grew up in your mama's basement, if you grew up in your mama's basement like he did, with 2-liter bottles and all that stuff laying all over the floor and stuff, then you would probably be screwed up too. I didn't say I can carry Joe's jockstrap. I'm just saying he would not be able to talk to me like he talks to academics. He wouldn't be able to do that with me. You can come over and sun me on conversations because I know majority of hip hop and probably a lot more than he knows, if not equally enough. We both know a lot of stuff about the business. A lot of the things Joe say, I agree with, and he's correct because I'm like, well, Joe is right. Joe, the academics don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's coming from a millennial standpoint. Now, me, I was offered these type of things before. Before they even gave it to academics, academics was up and coming and all that. I had all this stuff laid out for me. I did a live stream telling you guys. You guys saw the contract they offered me. You guys saw everything on the live stream. I showed it to you, and I wasn't even supposed to. They got mad and they canceled the contract, everything. And they came and tried to take me down. They got real pissed that I did not sign and go with the contract and go with the flow. They wanted the truth behind hip hop and all that stuff to be on their internet platform. And they was gonna blow me up and we was gonna have a partnership. Oh, y'all believe me, y'all didn't know the half of what they wanted to do with the truth behind hip hop series. I don't have to cap. See, I'm too old to be doing capping. Capping didn't exist in our timeline, so we don't have to do that to be fashionable or cool. I don't gotta respect nothing academic does at all. I'm sorry. I don't respect anybody who causes people to lose their lives recklessly and then act like nothing. Mm-mm. You have to atone. See, when you can control a certain power, because actually trying to watch academics like a podcast or anything, a live Twitch, I want to throw up. It's boring. I can't go through 2 minutes of it. It's boring. I mean, all of it is just like arrogance and lie after lie after lie. I'm like, I can't watch this. Somebody was like, yo, go to this. You got to send me the minute mark. So when y'all send me something saying, yo, X said this, oh, X said that, yo, X said this. No, it's not for me. It's not for anybody that's real. It's not even an age gap. It's just garbage, to be honest. Oh, yeah, he does. He's on live stream for 6, 7 hours talking about nothing. TMZ is on there for 2 minutes. And it's over. He gonna make 6 hours of him talking about absolutely nothing. Do you know how many people tried to come in and say, yo, man, I'm gonna hook this up with you and act. Y'all gonna work this out. You know how many people have tried to do that? Do you know how many people have tried to put me and Rick Ross into contact? You know how many people that tried to put me and LeBron James together in the same room 2 years ago? No, scratch that. It wasn't 2 years ago now. I'm tripping. That was 2017. 2017. It's not a cap, bro. Matter of fact, I think it was on live stream. We hooked it up on live stream. So once again, that's you millennials. The person knew LeBron, knew Rich Paul, and said, man, I'm going to put y'all together. I'm going to talk to LeBron. So that's the dude knows LeBron knows about me because they know him. And they was like, dude, Ron, this dude be hating on you big time. Like, what did you do to him? And they was trying to convince me. LeBron ain't like that, bro. He really ain't. Dog, if you actually met him, you would like him. Because he's like, dude, I like your videos. I deal with you. You know what I'm saying? But, man, your hate on Bron, man, is so hard. Listen, I tell you what. I'm going to set it up one day, man, where y'all could both be in the same room. Just y'all could talk this out. I guarantee you will like Rich and LeBron. They not like what you think in real life. You really don't go by the TV, man. I'm telling you. When you meet them in person and you know them, you gonna like them, bro. And you know what I said? I appreciate you trying to do that, and that's cool and all of that, but I don't want to talk to them. I don't want nothing to do with him. I don't like him on the court. I didn't see what I needed to see out of LeBron. I see his personality. I see the kind of arrogance he is. So he could be whoever he pretends to be. When we come in this room and want to talk, he want to see if he can get me to stop hating on him or making him uncomfortable. That's his goal. So he gonna do whatever he can to be whoever he need to be that day if we're there to stop what I'm doing. He want me to stop telling the truth about him. So that's how it would go. Does this idiot not know I interviewed Floyd Mayweather and it's on this channel? Does he not know? that I have been in the industry long before I was on YouTube? That's boxing media. Stupid fool. Do you realize that Floyd Mayweather is bigger than boxing? He's a celebrity. How many interviews personally does anybody get with him? Do you think Floyd just interviewed with any of his friends? Hmm. Here's the kicker, dude. I don't like to interview people. I could do that. If I really did wanted to, I can get Nick Cannon on here. I can get every celebrity in the world if I really wanted to do that, but they know I'm not really that guy. I'm the one that actually gets to hang with him. I'm not bigger than academics. I don't choose to be. I'm a bigger man than him. I have morals. That means more to me. My name means more. Our age groups are not. He's in the 18 to 25, even though he's older. His attention span of other people that follow him are in that 18 to 22. They don't know any damn thing. That's why I have a higher response rate in the older brackets because people with sense listen to me. Maybe you got here too late, Mr. 195. But ACT played a part in a lot of people losing their lives here in Chicago by recklessly making a series of videos called The War in Chirac. He recklessly plays on people's lives, and he's actively doing it now with the King Von, 6ix9ine, and Quando Rondo situation. Storm Monroe trying to hate on Kel. Whoa, 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 hold on. No, I wasn't. Kel was, and Kel lived around the corner from me. But hold on, what's this say? Somebody said something about Storm Monroe dissing Kel. What the hell? You talking about Tasha K puppet? The little fruit cocktail? What is he talking about? Well, that's because he knows the internet game. You see, people like Oskino, who I talked to before, back in the day when he first realizing what YouTube was and everything else and got into the mix. Oh, the Rick James stories, we might be moving those to the Patreon. Well, the record companies pay these guys, these investors, they pay because they get a lot of attention and hits. So they feel like, oh, this is real. But when they see the majority of it is fake and that they're paying for traffic, then that's when everything starts to fall to the wayside. 6ix9ine, he hates my guts, and that's cool. And I want him to hate me because I don't like him so good. Might as well have mutual energy. Let's do not like each other. I don't like him. I didn't like him before he snitched, and I'm not gonna like him after he snitched. I'm the one that told everybody he was gonna snitch. Well, no, that wasn't the case. I never tuned into the Joe Budden podcast. Um, the thing is, I normally like watch it once it airs on YouTube. But Joe Budden has modeled his podcast show and did a deal with Patreon based on my page. I did a Joe Budden Patreon video, and Joe Budden came on and registered on Patreon, or somebody did that works with him, and decided they wanted to go see this VIP content. So they came to Patreon. They were like, "Well, what is this?" Joe Budden is looking at it. I gotta pay $25. What is this? $3, $9, $25. So I gotta watch something that's about my life, and I gotta pay $25 for it. But I want to know what he said. That's and he gets to charge that, and there are people that are paying this. This guy's smart. This guy's smart. You know what? I'm going to start me a Patreon. The Joe Budden podcast is going to have a Patreon. This guy Sino is smart. I'm mesmerized here. Oh my God. So he looks at my tears, and I see Joe Budden's tears, and I'm like, this dude has set his up exactly like mine. Joe. I'm glad I was your muse. Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. That's free. I don't like to do interviews. I'm not, I'm more talking to the people type than talking and doing interviews with people. Sean just did an interview with the guy from 8 Mile, definitely check that out on the Boxing Socialist page. He did the interview with him. Now, to my behest, he likes to do what TMZ does, and he mimics a lot of what other people do. Sean does, and he puts out the little clip. And to me, I've never liked that process at all. I've never been a big fan of it. To me, it's just distracting. Yeah, Sean has mimicked that and he likes that idea and putting out 20 things. I mean, but when you have a platform like Vlad has, you can do that. But to the average person that does that, it exhausts the public into watching you. They just like, man, I thought I watched the interview already. Now this is another part. And they probably gonna think it's a part they've already seen. What I think of Adam 22, a skateboarder talking about hip hop and getting a big, huge platform and a push behind it. Well, he got a good team, but hey, it is what it is. White boy makes something, everybody run behind it. Hey, LB, you see them shoes? Did you see those shoes in there? Well, what do we talk about there? You find out what happened to Soldier Slim. You find out what happened to Prodigy. You find out what happened to a lot of people. A lot of people. You learn a lot of things about the industry that you never knew before. You suspected, but didn't quite know to detail. You've had names of people that would probably put me in the dirt in 6 seconds had they been Patreon members. Oh, the Jeremy Lin topic. How I went off on Jeremy Lin. Yes, I wish I could do that here. They don't allow me to do that, so I had to go off the. And I got another surprise coming today on the Patreon. In case you thought we was through, the Biggie one just messed everybody's head up. I didn't think it would do all that, but my goodness. And you got some guy in there, he's obsessed with telling Gene Deal's side of the story. I'm like, I know what Gene said. I spoke to Gene. I'm like, this person really just don't know. He's writing paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. And I'm like, this dude is really obsessed. He's caught into this. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. I didn't feel like I needed to repeat that again. If you want to hear Rory and Mal's name again, you can go back to the beginning. But I'm saying Rory and Mal are probably on vacation or have the day off. End of story. Just everybody else is jumping on. Y'all jumped up and started going off like, Stino, Rory and Mal wasn't on the show. They walked out. They started a union. I'm like, y'all are nuts. So I'm like, man, okay, I guess it's the trending topic today. People want to know what I think about it. Stino, you gotta talk about it. I'm like, all right, I'll talk about it. So we've talked about it. So it's over. Now I'm just talking to y'all. Is the Breakfast Club still relevant? To me, it has never been relevant. But again, it is a show where Charlemagne is the talent, surrounded by counterparts who cannot exist without him. Angela Yee, weak. And the person whose show it really is, Envy, he's the weakest one. LB said, I didn't seen better stores. They are eight. Hey, Otto, you know what's funny about that? See, that's the thing. Everybody think I'm capping about something with the Rick James story. But you know what's funny about that? Is that they start doing the stories once they saw me do it. They've been watching my Rick James stories and decide they wanted to do it, the band members. Like, man, that's something we should have been doing, man. We should have been making Rick James stories, man. Look at this dude, man, making stories about Rick James. Man, come on, man. Let's go make our Rick James stories. Let's go. Come on, man. Let's get the whole band members together and start telling our Rick James stories, man. And I'm like, well, you should have been doing it. I ain't never tell them they couldn't or shouldn't have. They copying me. I knew what they were doing. I knew they watched my videos. The dude told you the same story I told you. Yeah, Envy's into real estate. I've seen his name, his company on a lot of projects, even in Detroit. He's doing quite well there. That's what I'm saying. If he leaves this Breakfast Club thing, I think if that goes away or whatever, he's gonna go full time real estate. He's trying to teach Angela Yee about real estate and how to invest and get into properties. He's scolding her, so she's attaching herself to Envy so she can help them out. Like he can help her career out because they already know Charlemagne ain't working with them. They're not friends at all. When he go and do his thing, she go do her thing with Envy, and like Envy is somebody who will show up to her events, her parties, and everything. Charlemagne ain't gonna show up. That friendship thing is dead. It's been dead. Of course they do. That's all they do is copy people on the internet. You got Charlemagne was stealing all his donkey of the day and all that stuff from people on Twitter, people who on the internet. All the other people stealing jokes from them and everything, and he'll bring them up on the radio show like he created it. No, he was stealing. They steal titles from me, Ticket, and some other people out there making videos. You'll see ESPN, these analysts, they do their shows every day. See, they're on the clock. They have to. If I don't want to make a video, I ain't got to make one. They got to be on the clock. They got to punch in. They say the show started this time. The show has to start at that time. They got to be there 6-7 days a week. Suit and tie and everything. Reading the teleprompter, going blind. What's today's topic? If you could go back in time, would you put LeBron on that team? They look for everything on YouTube, see what's a good topic. Oh, this is a good topic. We should bring that up. Yeah, I'm looking at it on YouTube right here. Let's write that down. My LL Cool J videos was the best. I'm trying to think. That is very weird. Bears 2248. That looks familiar. That's weird that someone said my LL Cool J's videos were the best. Then it's Bears 2248. I might actually know that person. And people laugh when I said that I would probably be making about $2 million a year had I said yes to all of these things. Easy. I would easily be in a catbird seat with technical support. I got a podcast mic in my hand and all this other stuff. Toya, I would not say they left the podcast. I would say they on vacation or had the day off. So Toya, for you, I'm glad you're here. Hope you subscribe to the page, but no, I didn't. It wasn't about selling out. It wasn't like, oh, they trying to do this and that. And my thing is, I've seen this show before. Like I've seen what happened when those guys go, yeah. They want to get the money and the fame. I've never been the type that wanted money and fame. I want to make my money and be quiet. I stay low key. I'm cool at this level. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't cool being at a certain level. I want to grow, but quiet. I ain't trying to be the main focus guy, and I gotta be number one on YouTube, and the whole world gotta know me. I actually travel. See, for academics, for him, he don't go anywhere. So for him, it would be worth it to do all that. Because the way he talked all reckless, have you known he never used to show his face until he got on the show Complex? He never showed his face because he was scared. He knew all the stuff he was saying was reckless. And he knew if he put his face out there, somebody would have punched him in it. Mostly in Florida. Very rare do I get it anywhere else. I don't know. Florida must be my hub or something because that they got me plugged in because everybody's from Florida. I'd be damn. Like do they only put my videos in Florida? If I'm in Florida and I'm walking around, somebody will say, "Sino!" I'll be like, God, dog. I thought that was you, man. What's up, Carcino? I'll be like, what's up, man? Always in Florida, though, man. I mean, I was at the Star Wars convention. I'm with my sister. I'm dressed up as Kylo Ren. Ain't nobody gonna recognize me here. I took off my mask for a minute. I'm in the line. Dude was Sino! Oh man, I met Sino here. I was like, my sister is cracking up laughing. I took a picture and everything, man. So hopefully that picture is up one day. No. It's a when you get fame is a dangerous thing because when you're not ready for it, it can throw you off. You be in the middle of something, somebody just walk up to you, yo, what's going on? And their energy level is up. You be like, hey, calm down. You ain't ready for that. I ran into one person who wanted to argue. See, most of these people that argue on the internet and be like, yeah, screw you, you hater, they ain't gonna have that energy when they see you. So the one dude, he was just mad. He recognized me, and I knew he recognized me because of his energy level. I'm like, yeah, he know me. So I'm just like, already, I'm like, all right, I got you. I already got you. Then he gonna come by, and he was like, dude was like, yo, man, that's my man. He was like, I know, Cino. And you be hating on Braun though, strong. I'll be like, you damn right I hate him. What about him? What's up with it? I don't like him. Why do you like him? Then we get into an argument and we start debating, and next thing you know, they buddy. We went live with it. Matter of fact, I put that on live stream. I put it all on the live stream. You know how many LeBron fans I run into, man, especially at the casino. Yes, we did a whole review of that. We got the Lois Lane was pregnant in the Snyder Cut series. In that Justice League movie they showed you. That's on my Screen Fiend account. We've actually done 2 live streams. Today we're gonna do Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's gonna be today. So definitely check that out. And if you haven't subscribed to the Patreon today, think you might want to pay attention today. You don't like today. You don't like it. Some do because they are confused with fame. They think, oh, he's this famous YouTuber. I'm like, I'm not famous. Do you do you know? Like, I'm like, do you know how like, videos getting 3,000-4,000? They don't see that. They only see like he's on YouTube and he does this, he does that, and the fame. I'm like, there is no fame. Oh, what's up, Mr. Bailey? I see you. Oh, a lot of people think that they got suspended for, oh, they talked about the royal family. Now, if they got suspended, let's say they got suspended, right? Who suspended them? Joe? I thought it was the Joe Budden podcast. So how did Joe suspend them? Hit the like button, good people. Yeah, my truth behind videos were getting crazy views. People tried to copy it. It was all insane. People were all over there. They wanted, that's when everybody was coming for me. They wanted to sign me to all these exclusive deals and take my platform to the next level. I would have definitely crushed academics in anything he's done. My views were way higher than anything he was doing at that time. So, and mine was organic. I didn't pay for any of it. His was not. So that's the difference between us. No, academics was signed to broadband. Broadband TV came and offered me a deal. Remember? And I showed you guys the contract and everything, and I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that. So they got real mad at me and decided they wanted to sabotage me right along with everybody else and try to take my channel down. So when you say somebody is big, they're big because someone put them there, not because of what they actually do. So big is a state of mind. Here's the thing. I would have been making seven figures if I'd have took all the deals that were offered. You got to remember, Nipsey Hussle was going to do a podcast with me. Did anybody forget about that? He's the only person I told yes to doing a podcast. I'm like, look, you want to do it? Let's do it. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why would Nipsey Hussle come grab me out of anybody? Rest in peace to Nip all day. The podcast was going to be me, him, uh, my song. That's who he wanted. That he told us it was my song, himself, me, and somebody else. I think that he wanted on there. But those were the main three that he wanted on this show, and we weren't going to be. Our show wasn't going to be like how everybody else's podcast was. We wasn't finna do some ratchet type show, arguing back and forth and all that stuff. Nah. See, some newbie just showed up. This Jerome Motley person. People, do you actually think that I still don't know Mr. James Prince? Did you forget about that too? No, because I was never going to sign the contract anyway. I was never gonna sign it. I had told them no. They sent it to me, told me to think it over. So I showed it because I was like, well, I ain't gonna sign it, so it's a dead contract. They were mad. They got real mad. I just showed it anyway. But then I also showed people that academics and all these dudes were signed to a major party who they had to pay for all their hits and traffic. And it showed broadband TV is responsible for putting academics channel and giving him all the hits, all the traffic, and put him up there. Me and Yuckmouth never had a problem. He just misunderstood what I was saying in a video, but we never had a problem. So he had to deal with them, and they were pushing him through the ceiling. And that's the reason why he got all the traffic. They kept him on the top of the search engines back then. So now he's transitioned over to Twitch and got a Twitch account. Academics has about 15 to 20 different YouTube channels that he uses for different reasons. Like he's probably in here now on another one of his fake pages to try to comment. Don't you know academics is great? You just hate academics because academics is this and this. Academics doesn't care about you. They be like, Ag, what you doing? I'm tempting this guy who always hating on me. Of course, Whack is defending them because they are all in concerts. You see, academics is a tool that they use. Whack looks like, okay, I'm gonna bring my artist over to him. He good for the business. That's what he's. So he's gonna cap for him. He gonna lie for academics. He gonna do anything he can for Ag, because he gonna promote Bluetooth for him and all these other bums that he keep bringing his way. Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. If any of you are not getting y'all notifications and you guys are subscribed to the page and you selected all, and I'm not showing up in your search engines or your recommended in the comment section of this video, let me know that you're not getting it so I can send it over to them and say, look, why they're not getting this. Okay? How much money did 50 make? A little close to about 100 million. He made about 100 million off of the deal. He didn't make 400 million. He made about 100 million. He said, I made a donation. It went to the wrong casino. How do you do that? My cash app is Carcino. How you screw that up? Oh, okay. You got the video that went down earlier today. Okay. I know it was two videos. It was the notifications or whatever was stuck and it wasn't going out for some whatever the reason was. So we had to just cut that off and start a whole new one. Get them likes up. Exactly. You know, the likes should have been through the roof. This is about Joe Budden. Sino has got everyone mesmerized. I am not stuck on Tahiri. the only song you remember from Joe Budden is Pump It Up, and that's the only one anybody else ever remembers is Pump It Up. I've never heard anybody reply to any of his or like talk about his lyrics. He had some good mixtapes, like when he was going off on some of the women. Every chair I get squeaks. I don't know what that is, but the fan, squeaky chair. I think the mood musics, yeah, some of them were all right. I need to get a bigger place. Why am I in such a small place? It's just me here, but all right, you want me to get a bigger place? Then fine. That's what y'all want. I'll just get a bigger place. That what y'all want? Y'all want Sino to get a bigger place or something? Y'all tired of looking at these walls? Look, Sino, look at the walls. You could touch them. You need a bigger place. All right, fine. Make y'all join the Patreon. Make a donation to the Cash App. Carcinos today. We'll get a bigger spot. We'll get a bigger spot then. Like I said, real ballers move in silence. Oh my God. Speaking of rap battles, oh my God. You guys are killing me with this Hitman Holler guy. He is terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. Hitman Holler? For real. That dude is terrible. He's Taribe. A guy like that would never beat me. I would never lose to a guy like that. Never. I could, in one verse, he would be done. It wouldn't be a need to rap no more. I'd be like, dude, ain't nothing to rap no more. I'm finishing him off right now. Oh my God. They sent me, they was like, Sino, you think he weak? Listen to this. I said, oh my God, this is worse than the last one. I'm serious, dog. This Hitman Holler thing is way off the chart. Y'all are capping really hard for that dude. And he's terrible. I mean, absolutely. Conceited is better. Anybody was better. Have you seen this guy? This dude came out there with prepared raps. Prepared raps. And was sounding like that. YouTube.
Opening YouTube.
Let's go to here. I got to let people know what's going on here. They don't seem to get it. Oh, there you go.
Me and my niggas will walk through your neighborhood like we trying to stop the violence.
A guy like that would never beat me. A guy like this would never beat me.
Any convicts, and death is the answer to any conflict. You brought Shrug. I'm like, why? That nigga's a bitch. We ain't seen Shotgun put in work since Ricky got hit. Fuck peace.
This dude is horrible. Really? Hitman Holler? For real? He had better material than that? What? Dude, I could look at this guy and destroy him. Just by looking at him, I would destroy a dude like this. Where we from, we battle way differently than any of you. This guy would be destroyed in seconds. A guy like this, looking like this, coming out to the battle, looking like the way he's looking right now, he would have been destroyed easily. All he did was talk. We don't battle like this. That's easy work. Cassidy could destroy this dude in seconds. If he do it the old way, the way we do it, there's no way this guy would survive. Oh no. See, we actually rapped for a living, so we didn't have to talk about a gun every 30 seconds and talk about how many ways you're gonna kill somebody. All right, Cassidy won already from the debate. This dude could not win. Look at, let me show you something. Look at this guy. How this dude gonna win? Look what he's wearing. He came out there like this. There's no way he would win. That's too much material. I'll be throwing you in a tank top. You should have ran a training bra. Come really train this broad. He trying to rap and his nipples is hard. Somebody come get your mans. He's in the first stage of trans. Are you kidding me? I would destroy that guy. I would destroy a guy like that. Looking like the left off member of Jodeci. Come on, Jody. I'm like Melvin bringing the plate to your mama. You my baby boy. Man, what the hell are you talking about? This dude is too easy. This dude has nothing. This dude has nothing. That's just a sample. That's a sample of what would happen to a guy like that coming dressed looking like that, rapping in a battle with some real rap. Dude, he would get served. Straight served. This dude is not, no. No. Don't know. What I just did right there in 5 seconds, that was better than anything he ever done. Please. 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 It's easy. He would not survive in the ring with people that did that for a living. I did that all the time. Battle rap people. I battle rap artists because that was my style, was battle rap. So I'm like, dude, battle rap means I'm finna talk about you right now. I'm not finna make a prepared rhyme. I'm not finna sit there. I'm gonna destroy whatever fake faucet that you created for yourself. That all your confidence is going to be ridiculously ripped down to the mental shreds. This is what we did in the neighborhood. Every rapper that came here that wanted to rhyme and battle, we battle rap. Mickey, that used to be in Cash Money, I battle rapped him. Lil Wayne was there. We battle rap with Lil Wayne. Wayne was freestyling. We were battle rapping. Lil Wayne, he was off the tour bus. This is back when he was wobbity, 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 drop it like it's hot. And after you back it up and stop. And he was that Wayne. Boo and Gotti and all them brought him here to Chicago. Believe me, he got served right in Hyde Park. These are facts. Now, Mike dropped to that. So this has been the best live stream y'all have never heard for a while. But it's got to come to an end, and this is it. I'm out.